it apart with my bare hands
Sure.
in my sleep.
Wow, and that's the start of the stream. Holy crap.
Like an animal, right?
Like a boss.
I'm not upset about it.
I mean, look.
I mean,
We're not going to
moment of
elaborate what we were
indiscriminate
talking about.
violence
We're not
brought
going
to
to
you by
clarify. You
Wildsea.
can imagine whatever you wish. And you're probably far.
you know what they say, violence solves all your problems.
I go away from whoever says that to you.
If it doesn't, try applying just a little bit more violence till you get there.
What they don't tell you is that sometimes it solves your problem by replacing it with another problem, like jail time.
Right. The initial problem will be solved.
Which will present
but your
many more
overall
opportunities for you to solve
amount of
problems with
problems
violence.
See?
will not be
Right?
decreased.
See, you're getting it.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, no, genuinely, the times that I have broken things by accident because I just kind of grabbed them too hard have mostly been when I've been half asleep. So
It's fine, Nikki.
it's not good.
Remember we were talking earlier about. Oh, I don't know that you were in the call yet. I have multiple times. Liz offered to buy me a cat mask, basically for sleep, that just looks like a cat across my face. Nova was putting her butt in my face, and I said no, because when I'm asleep, anything on my head gets ripped off and yeeted across the room.
Right?
Gone forever. Like, I have tried. I have tried headphones. I have borrowed a sleep mask one time. I tried a bonnet. Anytime I go to sleep in a hoodie, like, sometimes I wake up mid-yeet. Most of the times I wake up later and it has been yeeted.
Firstly, I love both the thought expression and the way they sound, the words mid-yeet. That's pretty great. And second, I'm like that with face paint. Do not come at my face with the paintbrush, and I promise I will do my very best to control myself. And then that wet touches my face, and you're gonna lose something. And when I was a kid, it was funny and cute, and as an adult, I'm gonna go to prison. So I'm gonna tell people ahead of time. I'm like, look.
No,
they're like, you want to do face paint? Not if you want to keep your hands.
I remember when Nikki told me, no, you're going to do your own mascara. And I said, but I don't know how. And she went, well, you keep twitching when I try to do it, so I don't want to poke your eye out. So you're going to do your own.
Let's figure it out.
Right. Yeah.
You're going to take this brush, you're going to stick it in your own eye.
First off, don't. Second off, you don't touch your eye with it at all. It shouldn't even go between the lids.
While men can give mascara tutorials, internet, that was not a good one. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't
do that.
If you do that, it better be a prop and it better be a prank.
Right. Also, though, your eye, your
allowed to
body,
make
your
up.
choice. But like, no, you don't like that.
No, I was shaking my head at what Mike said.
Mike is very head shakeable. That's true.
Yeah, head shakeable and face palm.
Indeed. Yeah. Anyway, so
last time, before we get to last time, I have put Mycelia's wonderful recipes in the description because they're adorable.
Nice.
I'm drinking one of them as we speak. Shout out to Friday Afternoon Tea for making a tea that I can just rip off and put in the setting.
Firstly, is it really called Friday Afternoon Tea?
Yes.
Friday Afternoon is a tea company.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
I had no idea.
That does
They're based in Seattle.
What is it?
Friday Afternoon Tea. It's a tea company up in Seattle. It's a little place that.
Oh, I meant what kind of tea is in the cup?
Oh, so this one's their Capricorn blend, which in the adaptation I made for Mycelia's recipes is called Resilience Tea. Cedar tips, coriander, cherry bark, star anise, and linden flowers.
Does it taste like Capricorn?
If this blend is what Capricorn tastes like, then yes. Otherwise, it tastes a lot like star anise.
That is a lovingly pragmatic answer. That was great.
I mean, so that either means you are asking if it tastes like goat or if it tastes like a person
who's a Capricorn.
Right.
Oh, I choose option 3. It tastes like a star sign. Like a specific flavor of cosmic influence.
Okay. So
Okay.
So-
I want to try Friday afternoon tea. I have
So
followed
it's a
them for a
placebo.
while, and they have very good concepts, but I have not actually been able to try any of their teas to know if their teas are good.
Uh-oh.
Mike,
Would you like
it's
me to
only
send
a
you some?
placebo. It's only a placebo if you're intending to turn into a Capricorn. It's real tea.
Right. I'm looking at it right now.
It'll
It's real
really
tea.
hydrate you.
Right?
Just won't.
Heather, have you been unable to try some because you would like someone to send you a sample size so that you're not paying full price for the entire bag of tea?
Look at that face.
Eyebrows. The eyebrows started dancing.
I
need
will
to-
accept
Heather
Tea
accepts
fleet.
tributes in form of tea.
except
Tea flight.
for chamomile.
Uh-huh.
I will accept any type of random tea you want me to try.
And that
Oh.
sounds like a
Why I
challenge.
say
That's a
accept
challenge.
chamomile is
Don't
that it's a
say
very
that.
Now look what you've
specific
done. You
one that I
remember this.
actively dislike, but it is
Uh-huh.
so far the only tea I have ever had that I actively dislike. There are
Yeah.
some blends that I like better than others. I definitely love black teas the most. Spices are really good. Like all of that's great.
Have you had Builders? It's Amber's favorite, I think.
I don't think I have. So there was a Tivana here. And then
Sad.
they all closed. And I still have the loose leaf that I got from there in its container that's this big. And every couple of months I allow myself a small little, because it will eventually go away.
And that's
And
the
it's
end
like
of
an
it.
orange
Right.
spice tea.
Right.
Yeah, we need to send her some butterfly pea.
Butterfly
now-
pea flower tea is an actual thing. It turns your tea bright blue.
Like
It has a
vivid.
slightly grassy taste, but you get, if you put a little lemon juice in the butterfly pea flower tea, it goes from blue to purple.
Hi, Haku.
Yes.
Hi,
Haku is
Haku.
becoming one with the sun.
Yes, I see that.
So I can send you some of the Cahokia tea blend, and then you have a tea that is themed for Coyote and Crow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Um,
Do it.
I suppose a brief plug is important. I play Coyote and Crow with some of these lovely people. This is Coyote and Crow. Look at the size of this book. I would hold up
Really
the
fun.
Wildsea book,
Uh-huh.
but it's not here
Uh-huh.
yet.
Uh-huh.
Like,
long as we're
Coyote
plugging.
and Crow is very fun.
it's pretty great. Yeah. So let's cover what happened last time. We'll throw some. I need to stop doing that.
Stop doing whatever it is that you're saying you need to stop doing, and I believe we need a previously on him.
Stop hurting yourself. Stop hurting yourself.
Funny, that is what happened.
Oh.
I don't know if you-
Take over there.
I don't know if you even heard me on that one.
We did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
See, Heather's giggle fit. That didn't come from nothing. Like,
I'm a wild son.
We've got to get Heather in on Saturday mornings.
I'm absolutely on board for that. That is her decision to make.
What time for you is it?
That didn't sound like a no. Let me get you.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Pacific.
Noon.
local time. So it's 1 p.m. your time when we
Yeah,
start.
1 to 4 Eastern.
Oh no, so for me it's noon.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Nerd.
We'll see. I'm in so many.
Yeah, you would be playing this and then our Monster of the Week thing
I
nearly
would
back to
never
back.
turn down more dice time with Heather. Never.
Or we just come up with a scenario where we can bring Scraglet into a different.
Oh, I
Okay.
already did that.
Like a one shot.
Yes. Jay has already tried to. Jay has already tried to suggest that a character that voice belongs
This
to.
would be the only setting
fair,
that I am in a
tried
game
nothing.
with Mike
I
that I think
stated it.
Scraglet would not feel wholeheartedly wildly out of place energy wise.
See, the best part about Scraglet is that once he's big on explosions, right? Blammo is his whole thing. And once you blow something up enough, it looks like every other thing you've blown up, right? So he can fit it anywhere he wants. Like,
I was talking, truly energy wise. Like Scraglet randomly being in Shadow Scar would be
poof,
wild.
Weird. Yeah.
super weird.
Scraglet being in the Wildsea is just Nixie on an energetic day with coffee.
Right. Yeah.
Hammy the squirrel from over the hedge with a ray gun.
Right?
We should
Oh,
just do a
God.
Christmas
Anyway,
one shot or something.
last time we did stuff and
You
things.
did. That's true. You did do stuff.
Would you like me to pull up my notes from last time? I did
Yes,
post.
please do. We need to have a narrator for this, or we'll take this thing. We're gonna put a NOS engine on a train and find the nearest exit ramp for the rails.
I
So,
am
rails?
okay with that.
What are these rails you speak of?
Right. Yeah.
I watched just a little bit of the light in Mike's eyes die for a moment when you said that. When you said I am okay with that, there was just a
So previously on Wildsea, because I can't do a scraglet voice with a cold.
That's fine.
You can't do that voice anyway.
Oh, don't.
But that's okay. Liz is inherently cooler than you.
Even if she can't now, she will practice and steal your thunder if you ever.
If I get riled up, I'll just bring glass or Glade into it, and we'll just have. It'll just be
Besides, Liz's grand achievement so far is, and I quote, "How'd you like the whale?" And right, like this.
Jay, we can't keep doing this.
Which Rinker sadly missed the context for, but yeah. It's probably
once upon a time Mike's character was sexually accosted by a sea beast. Moving on.
And that's about all the context you want. Next.
And yeah, so thank you. I'm sorry to both Rinker and Robin for that.
And PETA and anybody else who objects to the
You mean PETA the organization, not PETA the character from Family Guy, to be clear.
Right. And also not PETA the character from Hunger Games, which also very clueless is all this. Yes.
And not PETA like the bread.
Right.
Which is why it's PETA from Hunger Games. Anyway.
I'm going to channel Mother Nature from our previous excursion. Discussed outrider options.
Nice.
It took you all long enough.
Sure did.
Settled on deck clamps for docking and a harpoon launcher. I can't do it anymore.
No, keep going, please.
You're physically ill. Don't stop yelling.
Harpoon launcher.
Also, if you're yelling and I can't hear you,
right?
Maybe let's not do that with the throat because the ill and
right. On the one hand,
keep the intensity in the tone, though.
Right. On the one hand, your health matters more than anything else. On the other hand, say it with your chest.
Plague bearer.
Breathe deep, cough out a bunch of phlegm, and then say it with your chest.
No, don't cough the phlegm on the.
Last time somebody coughed up phlegm today, Mike didn't want to step on the
out
tongue.
of the body. So if we're gonna breathe deep, like you don't want to anyway.
Jay,
I need you.
Yeah.
Settled on deck clamps for docking and a harpoon launcher attachment that will let the outrider function as a deck weapon for the ship when not in use. Discussed naming it the Plank. Vinny admitted to being a tempest after his tree allergy revealed him. He confirmed having a rare ability to generate cold air pockets as well as electricity. He mentioned not wanting to return to Grey Market. He and Grey differed in their interpretations of how Vinny is treated there. Vinny reported wanting to join the ship crew. The team discussed options. Mycelia suggested bringing him back to Grey Market and completing the deal as agreed, but using the earnings to rescue an old friend who is also a tempest, return to Grey Market as if coming back from another salvage run, and have Vinny quit/request to join the crew on his own initiative. Mycelia suggested that her friend would surely be much happier at Grey Market. Esme reminded the crew that she is also a tempest and that most tempests won't be able to do things Vinny is doing. Mycelia expressed her thought that her plan could work more like an olive branch to help keep the crew on decent trading terms with Grey, and implied that her friend Reverb might have something different but also unusually useful to offer. Mycelia did warn the team that the friend is in a place called Three Anchors, which is notoriously dangerous, and a place where she has died before, and also where she acquired her extra pair of arms.
And in another news, today's episode
I was just thinking that more at 11. Yeah.
Very radio broadcast announcement from a few decades ago.
In other news, the severed head was found in an elevator shaft. You bet. Mike, did you have an opinion over there? You had a thing. You had a thought, a thing, a thought.
I posted it in the general chat for Discord. But
I see.
The
Yeah, don't do that, Liz. Don't do that. Don't.
Yeah.
No.
But what? Don't what?
Whatever. It says it in chat. Don't do that. Don't.
Which he then hucked upon a wall. It gained a relative degree of sentience and then formed a throat portal to another place.
All right. So on the list of things that Jay continuously puts in his games, sentient goo. We have another bark in that
I'm
volleyball.
partial to sentient goo. Who is it?
really
Aren't we all sentient goo?
Well,
Only
I
when
suppose
you've been blown up too many times.
I am friends with Mike. Look at him. Look at him. He can't even.
yeah.
Well, we did just talk about how much kaboom one of his characters.
I do.
You can't see me from here down because there's nothing to see. It's just it's a sad pile of slop. You don't want to see it. Like there's a lot of duct tape under this shirt.
Image that I have ever mentally created.
Duct tape and rebar.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of reinforcement underneath this shirt.
Duct tape and rebar.
Hey, don't knock rebar. It's a good old reliable support system.
Oh my God.
You know they say if you can't duck it, like
Rebar it. Yeah.
right. Rebar solves all your problems. Now we're back to violence again.
Well, careful. Duct tape, rebar, and WD-40, and that's all you need.
That's all you need, right? Yeah.
And a bit of good old PVC.
Yeah.
Anyway. Heather's giggling. Heather's giggling at PVC.
I am. I have a thing. It's fine.
It's fine.
Interesting.
When Heather says she has a thing, she means she has a thing.
Nothing sketchy at all about giggling at PVC.
Yeah, not a thing.
No.
All right.
Nope.
The thing is a gif about a guinea pig.
Yep.
That's making a face. It's like making a face.
Oh, I had zero thought it was a thing, if you know what I mean. That's not what I thought you meant.
I'm just
at
telling
all.
our audience like doesn't see the text to chat.
You know,
We organize things.
Sure. Let's so anyway, we're going to 3 anchors.
Maybe.
Yes.
What?
Man, what?
So I think
Oh, we're supposed to do something this. That's weird.
Yeah.
We were
That's
gonna
fucking
finish
weird.
We were going to finish the deal, drop Vinny off, get the reward for the now valuable.
The only thing I want to add to your notes is that these were multiple separate conversations that did take place in RP. Just for the audience, like if this is your first, like we did RP a little bit of it. It wasn't just all us as players doing things. Anyway,
in role
that's
play,
true. Yeah. There's a lot of conversation. You people do a lot of RP. That's right. I called you people.
So
that's because you don't believe in RP. You just say, "And here's the next disaster."
That's not true. I talk to you in character all the time, and not all the time. But who can be bothered to do all the time?
So I think where we left off, we were going to finish that transaction there to find out how much we can get out of the deal for the hardtack that we went to the trouble of getting Vinny back there for, so that we could be maybe as equipped as possible before we go to 3 anchors.
Yes.
So if there's any chance we can, negotiate for a little bit more of a upgrade to something.
Lasahana, just like before, this is your show. How's that go? You're still captain, aren't you?
I am. So she'll take Vinny back, and we will.
At some point, Lasahana is going to forcibly mutiny herself and appoint someone else captain when she's just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
No, she's going to figure out which one of you is the first mate, and therefore who she can make the face of the party.
See, this is why I call it self-mutiny instead of resignation.
Right.
She is, in fact, going through the steps.
Just need to delegate.
So,
I think Esme would make a perfect person to be first mate because Esme hasn't lost her memory of the preceding 6 months.
right.
I wasn't sure why you were saying that, and now I understand.
You're also the more level-headed of all of us.
I was just thinking that.
So,
I mean, I would say honestly, Esme's probably the most level-headed of the crew. Mycelia is just sort of a nice even keeled baseline.
Yep.
And nobody
Yeah.
is going to suggest that
But
Slapdash is the right man for the job?
No.
Nobody?
Slapdash
too
isn't going to
bombastic
suggest that
for
Slapdash
that.
is the right.
Esme has a chaotic side, but she allows herself to indulge in small doses instead of just whenever.
Like becoming the
some
random ass
people.
dragon, which was cool.
Yeah.
So I will take Vinny back and we will have the wonderful conversation of some of like the conversation of the previous, which I think we did a little bit last time of like, oh yeah, well the person that was mistreating you is gone.
Right.
And then I will try to trade for the hardtack.
Gray as a show of support towards Vinny's cause and will bring what appears to be a deep frozen hand?
Did you say hand or ham?
Hand with a D.
Okay.
And will express firmly that what they impart upon Vinny what they meant when they said gone. And Vinny looks, I mean, yeah, all right. On the one hand, gone is gone, right? No threat of return. On the other hand, what the fuck? Like, so Vinny looks more than a little bit uncomfortable.
So the hand is the person that was being disrespectful.
Correct.
Okay.
Gray will turn towards you and say, we do not tolerate difficulty in Gray Market. Absolutely not. Part of what makes Gray Market work is that everybody leaves their shit at the dock. And if you don't leave your shit at the dock, we have a problem, especially if you told me you did, but you didn't. Now that that's out of the way, why are you just here to drop Vinny off again? What's happening?
She's gonna trade for the hardtack and give him the basics of the plan that they had discussed, but not wanting to deprive the Gray Market of their Tempest for longer, first off. Second off, they might not be successful, so don't want him gone.
Yeah.
And the person that they are rescuing won't have the same skills as Vinny completely, but would probably like to be here better than where they are. So in terms of Tempest exchanges, she's like, we can figure out who wants to be where and in what position if we come back safely.
Right. Once you have both of them. Right.
Yeah.
Where is it that you're headed again?
The
three anchors.
3 anchors.
And she'll say that very hesitantly because
Gray
it's
will
not a great place.
Gray will breathe in sharply like a gasp.
That's
I know
we are not bringing him with us.
Right, like I understand the plan. I'm probably getting soft for this sort of thing. But if you're headed out to 3 anchors, maybe you shouldn't. But if you're going to, and I get why you're going to, you might want to stop at the hole on the way there. The hole is a day's travel west-ish. It kind of floats around, but you can't miss it. It's a giant hole.
Please elaborate on the nature of the hole.
Wait, did you go with her?
Right, I can't nail that. You're not there.
Yep. This is his. He only talks to La Sahana from the crew.
No, Slapdash had extended a microphone and now has put his speaker on full volume and is just screaming.
He's got one of those glass microphone listening devices from TV.
Yeah.
With the dish around.
Yes. Yeah.
And
then just a bullhorn just,
talking
hey,
about
please,
a hole.
give us more info.
But so as he's saying, it's a hole, you can't miss it, and
you can't miss it. The hole is, don't let the creepy edges and the name get to you. The hole is a sort of need to know market. And tell them that Gray sent you and they'll help you out. You don't
Awesome.
owe me anything for that. You're going to a very dangerous place and you seem nice and the world needs more nice people.
Appreciate it.
Anyway, and he'll turn to Vinny and go, and you should come with me because I have a tower I need you to charge. And Vinny goes, oh, I don't like the tower. I know. I warmed it. I did the best I can. Look, it's metal. I can only keep it warm for so long at a time. The only other person who can make it stay charged is, you know, and he goes, yes, me, fine.
Genuine question. What are we able to get in exchange for the hardtack and the return of Vinny?
If you come back with the Tempest, there is no return of Vinny. You just swap, right? Oh, you mean here right now? Because
here right now, because
Right.
this was the quest we were sent on, and if we were able to do the thing, then we would get some more, but we didn't trade for them more yet because we didn't know if we.
Oh, that's right.
we'll
I
get-
totally forgot.
Yes.
So I suppose, much like before, that would be up to you. Because Gray, I imagine Gray as a guy who if anything, gives too much, which is to say, Gray knows in this moment that you are the one in the position of authority at the table, not them. You're the one who brought Vinny, and you're the one who can leave with Vinny. Vinny's not a prisoner.
So how
so
many? So
really,
what kind
this
of
is-
stakes amount are we talking about if we're able to shop?
What did you get last time? 3 steaks, 1 steak,
2, I think.
2 steaks.
Last
I think
time
two.
we got a thing from the scrapyard that was 2 steaks or less, and then repairing materials for half the ship if it's destroyed, and food and rations and such for a month of travel.
You bet. So there's enough scrap material for you to replace the whole ship. Very ship of Theseus type deal. And if Gray suggests that if you're going to go out to, if you're going to go, while you could take another thing from the scrapyard, their suggestion, your ship, your choice, right? But their suggestion is that you get some crew instead. That you get some
more
staff.
fighters.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And while they for the first time they won't clarify if you ask. They'll just look really uncomfortable. They'll visibly look shorter. They'll suggest that you bring somebody for entertainment, a singer, perhaps a storyteller, something, somebody like that.
And they don't.
Yeah, if you raise an eyebrow and go, "How come?" They'll just do it, and they look really uncomfortable.
Can I do what Pathfinder doesn't have an equivalent of, which is insight, to figure out if they're asking for us to basically bring someone that would be a sacrifice or a hostage or your services are in exchange of us getting out of here type deal?
Sure.
What would that be? Because we don't have insight.
Society? No.
You don't have something like perception? No?
We have perception.
Yes,
I can
no.
do perception. Perception's good.
I have more than one system where perception and
Okay.
human perception, which is just insight, are packed into the same skill. So
24.
sure, yeah. It's probably none of those things, and Gray is just really, really afraid.
Fair enough. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't like, and take a person that you're gonna lose while you're there. Okay,
That
great.
you're gonna, you know.
Okay.
This is a lullaby the monster to sleep situation.
This is gonna be silly, but hey, Slapdash.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
yeah, basically.
Will you help me find said entertainer? Part of the reason why I'm choosing you is because I need them, because people who are performers, especially anybody who is an emotional based performer, wears their emotions on their sleeves. And if they're gonna get pissed off at you in 3 seconds, I need to know before we're enclosed on a boat.
I understand completely.
Oh, this is not where I thought you were going, Heather.
Nope. I like, yes, I think any of you would have your own benefit here, but then also anybody that can't put up with Slapdash shouldn't come with us. And it's not we're gonna choose them over Slapdash.
Right.
It is, you need to be able to fit, and the most eccentric etc. of us is Slapdash.
See, I thought you were saying Slapdash, you have a speaker, we could play any music out of you. That's what I thought
Oh,
you were calling.
no. We're gonna go find a cool person that does the performance things.
Right. Grail, above table, for those of you who might be watching, the Wildsea name for the classes present that I was talking about are the Mesmer, which is like one part magic, one part hypnotist, and the Horizoneer, who's an explorer who specializes in looking for words and cultures that are very isolated. Both of which fill which you might call bardic slots. They both are suggested to have strong fascinations with storytelling or music or whatever.
So we would like to go find a person.
You bet. So you're going to wander off into town, and how do you find a person in the gray market? I mean, it's not a massive place. There are hundreds, not thousands of people here.
Let's see if there's a pub.
I was gonna say literally, I was gonna see if there's anybody doing anything musical. Because in a place that does not have the technology to play records, CD players, media of any kind, any music that's happening is being made in that moment by a person. So
Sure.
a pub is a good place to start, but in terms of how to find someone, she's literally just going to keep an ear out and see if there's anybody that she hears doing a show, doing a play, performing anything.
You bet.
Or if there's somebody doing music and somebody dancing along, like
preferably somebody who looks slightly in that wild up for anything kind of a way.
Yep. Anybody that looks like they're very they care about organization and everything going exactly as planned probably shouldn't come on our ship.
Somebody holding their last will and testament in their fist as they're singing.
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, if you have your last will and testament on you, that's actually just means you're prepared.
That's our ideal candidate here.
I see.
Like, I know I might die, but I'm prepared for anything.
Lasana, does this mean you went back to the ship, told everybody the score, and then the squad leaves the ship to go look for a person? Or are you doing this while they wait for you to return?
Oh, I return and I get at least Slapdash. If the others want to come too, she's not going to say no, but she is going to grab Slapdash and be like, "Hey, you're gonna come help me.
You're a litmus test with legs.
You're gonna help me figure out good personality fits for what we're looking for."
Wow, that's some
I'm
quality
not too
spin.
Annoying for.
Right. That's some quality spin.
Honestly, not just with him, but if there's somebody that it's like, oh, that person would get along great with Esmea or with Mycelia, that's also valid information. And
you might also want to consider someone with a high octopus tolerance.
Yes, didn't even think about that. That's probably a good idea. Somebody who is not what are they, cephalopods?
Allergic to octopodes? Yeah, you probably don't want
somebody who's not scared of.
Mycelia's gonna pop up and be like, perhaps some Ketra.
Perhaps some what?
Someone of Ketra descent. They're already a bit cephalopodic. Right? They would not be intimidated by an octopus.
Wanted, one obnoxious robot tolerant entertainer.
Wanted, entertainer who does not have an instrument or parchment that could get inked and die.
Right.
Someone with a high tolerance for slime.
I object to being called obnoxious, but I understand.
Mycelia is definitely gonna come along on this hunt.
To help or to watch?
Both.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, she comes along. She's got herself a little dusted up. She's
both
got spiffed up. Like, I always like going into town. It's always nice to see new things and sometimes trade for some, smaller batch spices and occasionally find somebody who's colorful enough to get along with the rest of us.
Brinker and Robin are having a fascinating conversation in the chat right now, and I am so happy. Like that's good stuff right there.
Oh no.
Oh boy. So you wander the streets. The gray market is drab. but the people have done the best they can to fix that. So the gray market is relatively stable because it's made of several large concrete slabs that are propped up on trees that have been warped like this, less like this and more like a U underneath. But you still want to build so that should the concrete slab crack one day, that your life isn't just ripped to shreds, right?
Right.
While it never has, and that's an unusual thing, the gray market has sort of a superstition that the moment that comes where you count on it not breaking, it'll rip in half. So they behave like they're all modular buildings, even though they're not. So whatever painting or like art they put up is like a pennant that they can reach up and take down. And all the structures are as boring and basic as they get. Which means there is little pops of color everywhere, but they're brief and very portable. Like, and you wander around, and it's not hard to find the only person who's out putting any. I hesitate to call that song, but rhythm, perhaps. You come across what looks like a dagger with a person floating out of it. One of the ghost remnant people from the book, whose name I forget right now. Like their left foot sort of trails away into the dagger, but the rest of them seems perfectly substantial. They're pink and almost translucent, almost. Their hair is like a wispy white mass that sort of trickles around like it gives way to being water at the end. And their eyes are just sort of inky black pools, like a jellyfish person.
That's cool.
Oh, thanks. And they have a small buckler about yay big on one of their hands, and they're just beating on it with their other hand to make a rhythmic background accompaniment while they tell a story that above table we all probably recognize as Sun Wukong. Yes, Nikki, what?
I have questions about the anatomy of hitting the drum with their squishy hand. Does it make a thump sound or does it make a thump sound?
It makes sort of a quick sound, but with a kunk sound in it. Like they hit hard enough that there is a thunk, because while their hands are soft and mushy, there are bones in there. So in order for them to get the density they need to make a sound, they need to hit hard enough that their bones hit the shield.
But they're ghost bones, so it doesn't hurt.
Exactly. But there's a lot of kind of moist around that. Right, they're gones, right. So they collide their gones with the shield, and this makes sort of a wet thunk.
Oh, okay. Great.
Hey, you asked.
Yep, this is what I wanted to know. This is
I was gonna roll right.
It's all coming together.
All right. Yep, this is on track for Jay.
You all right there, Heather?
Sorry. I'm glad it's a buckler and not an actual drum, because their bones would damage the drum.
Exactly.
Was my thought. So I'm glad that that's not happening.
Sort of a wet thwack.
Is going to. Are they like in a pub, or are they out on the street, or where are they?
Oh, they're outside, sitting on top of a barrel, entertaining. I say entertaining, but they're not. This is like a busking thing, right? They're not taking requests or anything, but maybe 15 people have gathered around just to listen. They're all just standing there, and they're not looking at each other. They're not nudging one another. They're leaning forward. Their arms are like this in front of them, like laying on their front.
About the story, huh?
They're just completely enthralled.
Oh. Okay. So this
are
is not a zombie setup.
No.
When I say just really interested.
Right. When I say enthralled, I don't mean enthralled. I mean
they're
enthralled and hanging out like this.
No. Like they're.
That's literally where I was like, wait, hold on,
no,
hold on, wait.
Like when I sit, my arms tend to just sort of drip by my sides like that. Like they're not doing anything. They're just sort of like.
Yeah, that doesn't. That blank stare does not
assure you?
No. That makes it sound like hypnotic, yeah.
It was the statement, my arms drip by my sides, and so I went to Water of Mars from Doctor Who, which is a terrifying.
Oh boy. Yeah. Look, so, I'm not saying that they're not hypnotized. I'm saying that they're not zombies.
I just thought when you said drip by your sides that you just fell in the river again.
So, genuine question. You
A
said
guy
that
falls in a river one time. One recent time.
the story that he's sharing for those that know is what?
Sun Wukong.
Sun Wukong, story of a monkey that gains a bunch of sentience and magic powers and becomes
Did
kind of a
Heather-
pain in the ass.
Okay.
The
Okay.
Monkey
You
King?
remember the
I
Kim
had heard
Possible villain?
Zekelcon, and I literally was like, interesting, specific character from a specific movie whose story you'd be sharing, but okay.
But you'll also find that the Sun Wukong story. So Wildsea is our planet, right? It's just way in the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I like to imagine that when the rubble, the emergency exploded and people started picking up the pieces, some people, probably not everybody, but some people's attempts to recreate the past. The system they used to do that was to gather all the things that looked like they belonged together in one big pile and then try to extrapolate from there. So this story both has Sun Wukong. They got the name right. The headband's in there, the expanding staff, the cloud. But there's also mention of Monkey Fu and a man named Ron Stoppable.
Thank you. Yes. Say, Heather, this is the
Yeah. No,
tentative
I know.
inspiration for the monkey villain in Kim Possible.
So
Yeah.
I like to imagine that the story that Pin, the Mesmer, is currently telling is that Ron Stoppable is some adaptation of Sun Wukong in this story, and that Pin isn't being funny. That's the story they know, right? Like that somewhere along the line, people took a bunch of monkey-related shit and put it together and wove a story from it. You're lucky Curious George isn't in this story. For all you know,
the man
in
with
a
the yellow hat is.
Right, exactly.
Also, in case either of our viewers would like to double check, yes, this is the Wildsea, but in America. You're correct.
So she's going to stay back for just a little bit and keep an eye on what is happening with the crowd as they are sharing the song. Like when they finish the story, does the hypnosis go away, or do people just continuously gather, or do some people, oh, okay, and then they step away? Like, what happens?
Pin notices that you're not here to listen, right? Like their eyes track that you're not like everybody else. Also, you're new here.
And she's not like, what are you doing? She's just
right. Yeah, I get that.
Like probably leaning up against a wall, listening, but watching.
But also observing. Yes.
So as Pin finishes the story, as Pin continues the story, Pin will sorry, and we're about towards the end of the story. I'll have to go, and everybody goes, no, wait. You need to end it, and they're like, okay, and they go on to explain how Sun Wukong travels far away. This time, not a great distance, but a great time, and ends up in a great, massive city with huge buildings that were square and made out of metal and glass, and is beset while they are busy taking in this whole new place by an absolutely alarmingly massive gorilla. And then the people stand there with their mouths open. Clearly not everyone understands what a gorilla is. Pin explains a gorilla, and then one of their arms will sort of lengthen and swing what would appear to be a spaghetti strainer in front of everybody. And some of those people will sort of just, without really thinking about it, drop some money into the strainer. Pin will retract the bowl and go, and I'll be here tomorrow. If I'm not here tomorrow, tell your own story. And Pin will get up and walk over to you and go, so, I don't know who you are, but you keep looking at me.
And Mycelia is going to look up to
as Pin will continue to look at you with one eye, and the other one will snap down, and they'll sort of count the money separately while they're having a conversation with you.
Interested in the job?
Could you be more specific? I'm interested in lots of things.
Pleasant tidings, Bardic, entertainer person.
I've been called worse. Today, in fact, by my wife.
We
We're
are
Slapdash figuring this out is great. Just, interesting.
Contemplating.
She's trying not to say a ton of things out here, but she's like, we're
Oh, don't worry about it. They won't snap out of that for another couple minutes.
no, she'll nod back to her ship and go, we're setting out soon for a less than savory location, and it was suggested to us that having an entertainer would be a benefit.
By the time you finish the word savory, they'll be headed towards your ship.
I like this one.
I like this one. And
That
then look
was
back
one of
like,
the
hey, let's
easier
go.
pitches I've ever done in my life, which makes me very nervous.
What's
The
to be nervous
person
about?
is interesting. The
I-
unethical business practices are not.
I do a dangerous thing. You give me 70%. Everybody wins.
70%.
I am worth
90%.
80%. I'm giving you a deal. Let's go.
Can I roll a
Hmm.
diplomacy to get that down closer to a 50-50?
You can certainly try.
Mycelia might
What
give an
number am
assist
I
on
needing
that.
to hit?
Diplomacy, it's Pathfinder. You're looking to roll at least a 25.
Heather, also, can I just go ahead and throw out there that look, if you don't think of this on the way, Esme will help you out when you get there. See if they'll negotiate for 70% of surplus after crew salaries are paid.
Sure. Sure. I like that. That's fine. That works.
Mhm.
So what you're saying is I need an 11 on the die.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Assuming that's what your modifier comes out to, then yes. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
14.
All right.
Nice.
That's a 19.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that is a 33.
Yes.
Nice. Go you. So Pin face, what does that look like?
I think she's very like she'll get on and I'm sure Esme heard his terms as he was walking on, and so she'll just like cock near to Esme and go, yeah, okay. And then very like not even as if we're discussing it, just okay, 70% after surplus or of surplus after we're paid. Okay.
After all crew salaries
After
are
all
paid,
the
'cause
crew's
we need
paid.
to pay. Here's the thing.
Yeah, no, like she'll like how you phrase it, but
We
she
need
will
to resupply-
specifically
We need to resupply the ship
say it
later.
in a
We need
way
to
that like
not have our crew
isn't
run off because we're not taking care of them.
Right.
yeah,
Yes.
and it's not a
We're
no,
also
wait,
crew.
can't
We
do
get
that.
to eat.
It just
Right.
she like it's after 70%. I'm giving you a discount. Okay, yeah, 70% after our
Blah,
crew
blah,
salaries
blah.
paid,
Right.
and then
Right.
walks away. Her
Right,
turn.
right.
She's like, nope, that's what it is, and it's just that is final done.
Those of you who see Pin's reaction, Pin clearly catches that is not both what you said, and then you watch them go, not what I said. I like that one. And then just follows after you like, cool. Somebody who wants to play. All right. And they'll just get on the ship.
And Mycelia comes up behind they were next to La Sahana and goes and just whispers very quietly to her. It's like, and if he becomes difficult, I'll just sedate him. It's fine.
Can you actually
Not that he sedates you first.
Not if he sedates you first.
Can you find them a place to sleep? I don't know what accommodations they need.
You're asking Pin what they need? Oh.
Well, I mean, Hiram refuses to use the bunks in the crew quarters. He's been sleeping in a hole, like a little cubby in the cargo hold, if I recall correctly. So there should be whatever space would normally be for Hiram.
But,
one of them.
I asked for Hiram.
Slapdash, do you
Hiram
sleep?
was last
Someone
time.
Mike is playing is sleeping in the cargo hole.
Right. Slapdash, do you sleep?
That's right, because Hiram was in a hole, and then we were joking about that it was the other.
The other barrel, right?
The other barrel, yeah.
The other barrel.
Also, that is going to be the name of a pub in one of my tables. The Other Barrel.
The Other Barrel.
I don't usually do taverns, but I might make an exception for that one.
I love the idea that Slapdash is like one of those really fancy Roombas where you plug it in to the wall when it's low, and then when it is fully charged, it unplugs itself automatically and just turns on and starts from.
Oh, is that why you basically were a Roomba previously?
No comment.
None of your business.
That's my personal life. Thank you.
Right.
I don't care. That's fine.
What I do off the ship stays off the ship.
Me and the Roomba's personal business is not to be discussed here.
You
doesn't
and
ask
whoa,
Lashana.
whoa.
Even Mycelia's like, Lashana, Captain, do we have enough spare funds to afford, as much as that fellow seems like they're going to be loads of fun when we get to the 3 anchors? We might want to have a few more guns for hire that are maybe also, rowdy.
Rowdy, huh?
What does our crew look like? Did we?
I was just about to ask, do you have a head
Did we
count?
get any additional crew at all?
I'm checking.
I don't think we did. I think I had enough leverage to get Hiram as
At
like
this
the,
moment, I am under the impression that it's the 4 of you, Pin, who you've just recruited, Hiram, and up until recently anyway, briefly, Vinny and a monkey bird.
No, we have
Yes.
a couple more things. We have a lot of. Okay, one, you forgot all of our many animals.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I'm sorry. I was
Our various
including them as
companion animals,
extensions of
the
yourselves.
octopi.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, we have. Everybody has an animal or 5. Whatever.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
but that's a separate collective called the menagerie, right? I wasn't.
Right.
Well, yeah.
They're not operating. They're not
Also, did Vinny
filling
take
stations.
Monkey Bird with him?
No.
So here's
So the Monkey
the
Bird's
thing.
still on our crew. Okay, cool.
We still have to figure. We have to decide to do it with him because that monkey bird was at death's door and probably hasn't recovered that
That's
much.
how come Vinny didn't take them, because Brixel, who is capable enough to tell you their name, but is not up and about enough to do anything else.
We really should probably leave him here.
I would like to note that we have made references to random crew members before, not by name, not that have any particular duties, but just like, Lashana stays back with the team while the other 3 of us head out.
I figured you had like deckhands who were faceless NPCs in the crowd.
But we don't have anyone specifically who is purchased who is skilled in any specific area.
Just one other deckhand that was arguing with Slapdash before.
Right.
We should probably hire some like additional staff now.
Murray,
yes,
Murray,
we
your
hire
deckhand.
some specialists of any kind.
What is our capacity to hire people? Because the previous time we did that,
that's a
truly
stake
was
investment.
just stakes in the ship.
We also didn't spend our stakes from before, right? Or did we?
What?
I think we did, but we didn't establish what we did. I think could get the outrider and things, but we didn't establish how much of a stake, how many stakes we got from this latest trade with the hardtack. He just gave us
just about to say because while they suggested that you get more people, you haven't actually gotten them yet.
Right, we haven't,
because they suggested crew.
Because you didn't spend a stake or 2 on Mesmer, you spent money on Mesmer.
Yeah.
Right.
So in that case, you have 4 stakes left to spend.
4 stakes for crew?
4 stakes. You can spend it however you like.
Yeah,
if you want to spend it on gear, go for it. But Gray's strong suggestion is that you do it with crew.
So I definitely
for 4 stakes. We got a couple options
agree that we should get at least some.
Now is a great time for you to work that out. I will see everybody in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. If we go to page 147 in the manual, it talks about gangs that you can buy for stakes, and they seem to be 2 stakes each.
At 147.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we have the same version of the book. So
yeah, you're looking at something else.
Okay, I probably have a different version of the book, but there is a version of the book that talks about when it gets to the part with the ship, after the ship's actual structures that you could pay for, there's a section for undercrew.
Yeah, 182 on the PDF that I have.
Okay. Can one of y'all send me the PDF you have? Because I'm working off the version that Jay sent me, I think.
Okay, theoretically so am I. So hopefully we are.
Well, no. Liz is actually on base here. At some point along the way, Jay substituted out one of the files it was one version of the file was
Oh.
the draft
Playtest version.
playtest version, and another one was the final product.
Okay. Okay.
The
That
final
makes
product.
sense. Because I was gonna say I'm not working off of something I didn't get from Jay, but
Right.
Yeah. See,
okay.
the first time when I think the book was when we started playing the game originally,
Mhm.
like way back, we used the original, like the full published PDF.
That's probably what I have then.
At
'cause
a,
I-
Yeah. Yeah.
at some point further along the way, I think someone asked for it again, and that was when the new like the playtest copy accidentally entered circulation.
Yeah,
Which
because
does
I'm
not
working off
have-
of one that doesn't have all the same stuff.
Yeah, it does not
So-
have the full list of material.
Okay. So as far as which direction we need to go, Liz needs the original instead of
Yeah, I need the big
other way.
one.
Okay. I'm uploading
Yeah.
it to Drive. I'll link
Yeah.
in a second here.
Yeah,
Okay.
Liz, how big is the document? How many pages total?
Like 200 and change.
Yeah, the you should be looking for one that is 368.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I was gonna say that's
That's what I
not. I'm at
Yeah.
page 182 and I'm halfway through the book.
Yeah, that's
all
what's
right,
been
I'll
frustrating me
link
the
it.
last couple
Here you
times.
go.
Yeah, because I can't like y'all be talking about stuff that the ship can get, and I'm like I can't even see that.
Right.
So
Right. That makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
Almost uploaded. It's thinking really hard.
Yeah, it was a big file.
Okay, here you go.
But there's one. So the two options I was looking at, there was a Marauders option and there was a Picaros option. One was like close range, scrappy fighting, and one was like longer range fighting.
Mhm.
So those were the two that I was leaning toward. Before I get like all the options available.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have available gangs are you got the Picaros, you got the Marauders, you also have scholars, tinkers, bone saws, engineers, cartographers, stargazers, magnet fishers, and spear fishers.
Hmm.
Now, mind you, almost all those are all 2 stakes each.
And I have 4 to work with.
Okay.
I'm gonna download this one so I have it on my computer so I don't have to worry about it later.
I really like Deck Engineers and Tinker Troop for the repair options.
Mm.
The automatic repair specifically. The fact that we don't have to do it on purpose. We can just have it.
Right, people who can answer to slapdash. Yeah.
Scholars also looks really nice. If we wanted to do Marauders, we can, but like I really feel like we as player characters are the combatants, so to speak. Like we should use our stakes for other things that we can't get, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
At least that's my opinion.
The only reason I was thinking we should probably have some combat types is because the risk we run into if we're going to an area that's known for being dangerous is that we might just get outnumbered too many times, and we might want to have one crew that can be an away party and be on the 3 anchors, and another group of people who could stay back with the ship and fire on anybody that might try to go after the ship while we're not there. So
yeah,
the party.
But I mean, honestly, okay, so eventually, yeah, but I don't think we should do that first, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, you know.
Like maybe let's see what's going on with this place the whole first and then decide what we're gonna do.
Well, more like I think we should spend because we don't have very many stakes right now. Like this is our first crew. We should get things now that we can't do. And then later when we get more stakes, then we can get backups for other things that we can do. But I'm not saying no, just like you know.
Yeah. No, I'm just I'm hearing what you're saying, and I'm also like trying to scroll to the section in the book so I can see what our options are.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having something to the effect of, like one of the people that you can acquire, like a specimen, a piece of salvage, a whisper, or a chart. The question, of course, is we would have to get Jay's buy-in.
On providing those things every time.
Not just provide on providing those things and actually working them in so that they're of use.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Okay, here's a thought. Here's an idea. What if we can get basically 2 of these right now. What if we had one that was some kind of healing or repair? Again, like with not doubling up, like Mycelia, you can heal people, right? That's a function you have.
With the magic of tea.
Yeah.
To a degree, yes.
So then
and Slapdash is a big healer, you know.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so then we shouldn't get bone saw troop, but one of the other repairs of some kind, and then a gain an item as the other troop. So we have a repair function and we have a acquisition group of some kind.
Oh, Nicole, did you know that Friday Tea makes a locked tomb section?
I did. I've had that bookmark pinned for 2 months. I have not yet had disposable income to warrant buying tea that I can't touch and smell in person before buying it.
Understandable.
So I just haven't yet. But yes, I did know they've had several books things. They had a Camilla tea, which is great. Yes, I'm aware. I appreciate that being reminded, because I haven't looked at that page in a couple of weeks. But
they also have a
had it open
Monkey
for a while.
King inspired tea.
Yes, I think
Fancy
they had
that.
Avatar too. They've had. I think this is the same company that just did a bunch of different.
They are very nerd friendly. They're
Yeah.
Nerd.
How I actually found them was on Twitter. They had posted a thing of comment or whatever, and we will look at your profile and pick a tea for you.
Oh,
And
that's
I
really
did that,
cool.
and I don't remember which tea it was now, but I remember clicking on it going, oh yeah, no, that tracks, and then just looking at the rest of their teas.
Right.
So.
Speaking of, Mike, I know you're not the tea person, but they do have a Wolfman tea as well under fandom, under horror.
Okay.
They're great. They're a good company.
Yeah, they really are.
The thing is, I, as a person, really like tea that comes from the tea plant in variation. Like, I don't really like herbal teas. I don't really like teas made of other things. But I like green and black and red teas and red tea and black tea are the same thing. But I like all variations from the one plant, and so it's weirdly harder to find like online.
I think the idea that a tea place makes a Dorian Gray
Yeah.
tea to just be the nerdiest fucking thing, and I
Incredible.
love it.
Yeah, I know it's pretty
That's
good.
nerdy as shit, and I love it.
Oh, Heather, they do have. I'm looking at the site again now. Heather, they do have Lord of the Rings as well.
Yes.
And they're celebrating Latin and Hispanic Heritage Month. So I don't know what's under that grouping, but they have that too.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Liz, are you
Yes.
on Path Builder for making your character?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I have it. I'm just trying to scroll between screens and see what people are looking at here. And
the only reason I would say that is because if you go into the gear tab and you go to add formula, there's under consumables, there are just a ton of teas.
Oh, I found that. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
I found it.
Don't worry. I found the thing. Oh no.
Yes. Yes, there's been a bunch of stuff like that. I've got a whole herbal wandering chef section on my character sheet.
All right, we're
With
gonna
all
try
kinds
this
of
again
foods
where I
and
plug
stuff.
in my chair and I don't accidentally kick the outlet with my computer plugged in.
Kick it.
Oh, Jay, I'm looking at the Lock Tomb collection now. These are different from the ones they had before.
Oh, so exciting.
Because before they had ones named for particular characters, now they have ones named for the houses.
Also,
the descriptions are hilarious. I love their site.
So
They also
do
have
we
a
want to get?
sampler. I could do that to try them out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So for the ship crew stuff, there's gangs. There's also the beast packs, which look like they could do a bunch of interesting things too.
Just more animals. We're just gonna get all the animals.
We had squirrels on the old one.
We need
Right?
gotta collect them all. Pokemon Animal Club.
we could get medical mosquitoes.
Oh my god.
Because
Increase
leeches are
protection.
too mainstream.
You're damn right.
Passe,
See,
even.
I used leeches earlier and Mike gave me shit. Quote, why do you have leeches?
Right?
We could get rust roaches, which lets us automatically acquire one normal piece of salvage when we dock at a port.
Yeah.
Scavengers.
I love the idea that you look at our crew manifest and it is 5 people. I'm sorry, 7 people now. And you get that in a port and you're like, huh, weird. That's not very many. And then you come aboard and realize that we have a lot of capability. They're just all insects.
Yeah, all
Well, I
bugs
mean,
and critters. It's
A
the
main
menagerie for the
thing
crew.
for Lasahana's navigation is her firefly buddies. So.
Exactly. Like we're just all it's a zoo basically, but we just don't have to declare anymore.
Hey, if we want crew, we could get rig ferrets that'll do all the rigging work for us.
Right? Oh man.
Or I can look at regular crew stuff. I don't want to
Is
take
it
away
just
from
me or is the camera eating one of my hands right now?
Is the Huahama?
Is it just me or is the camera eating one of my hands?
It has.
It has.
Yes,
You
sure.
are
Just one of them.
you are handless.
That's
Not very
Neat.
handy.
Neat.
You're also chairless and
Oh yeah, I'm doing like a chair sit right now, but there's no chair.
yeah. You're just pushed up against the greenery there, and
Core strength and all that, you know. Hey, you just hold it.
is that a squid at your feet, Mike?
Ooh.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh,
Incredible.
amazing.
That's Flapjack.
Right, Flapjack the Mecha Squid
Yeah.
3000 model,
Yeah.
way better than the old 2000 model. This one's ink flies way farther, and it almost gets in the printer, almost.
Uh-huh.
So if we go with deck engineers, they would keep the ship in working condition and automatically clear a mark from any damaged ship's rating when you drop anchor.
Oh, neat. Hey, thanks, Robin. Those wall sits are really paying off. That's true.
And I'm thinking if we're trying not to, I mean, like, because Slapdash's thing was he could also do ship repairs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we were trying really hard not to duplicate things, because I don't know how much Slapdash can do on his own exactly, but the next thing that would track with what Esme was talking about was a tinker troop that can repair gear, so that if our stuff is getting damaged in combat, they can be
just don't
mending our
know if-
armor and clothes and gear and stuff.
There's also one that repairs the ship. And
That's the first one I was suggesting, but I think that's why I was asking Slapdash, because I thought Slapdash's engineer role was getting kind of converted to be also repairing the ship
Mike
as
is
well
now
as the
just
people.
a floating head. Oh no, you're back.
So next question, because we each have multiple roles. Does anyone specifically want an aspect of their role to be more that the crew takes it over, but you're just the one in charge of it? Like Slapdash is, in this case, would be the head engineer giving them the instructions, but if a ship is getting damaged, Mike isn't having to worry about going down mid-combat and fixing it.
I think what Nikki was saying was, and I kind of understand her logic was,
if somebody
right
wants
now there's
help, that's different.
Yeah, right. But right now there are some ship functions we actually just don't have a crew member to do at all. Things like repairing our gear or some of those kinds of things.
Said if we don't have the crew for it, we're just not going to be dealing with it.
Right. So if you don't like right now, you have a mesmer related. You have a mesmer because an NPC suggested you get one for a specific task. I was treating that the same way I treat, like, if a party if players are under the impression that they have to seat all of the concepts of fighter, you know, a DPS, a tank, a mage, a healer, whatever, then they tend to feel less free to do whatever the fuck they want with their character, which is different than players who specifically want to shore up defenses with the other classes because they get something out of that personally.
Right.
If you want to, great. If you feel like you have to, you don't.
So if we don't have crew that deal with our gear, do we need to worry about making sure that that hole is filled? Or is our gear just not going to be needing repairs?
If you had a character, if there is a class who specializes in repairing gear, and yes, Mike, that would be you, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am the rattle hand and surgeon.
Right. So like none of you chose to be a male person. The Wildsea has an entire class, the word bearer, I think, whose entire function is to deliver mail, because how big a deal that would be to get
right, and that's what Mycelia was doing last time. Yes.
Right. That would be a huge deal. So because none of you chose to play that, what that tells me is that you are more not that you're not interested in that, you're more interested in something else.
So, but I'm specifically trying to figure out in terms of what crew we need to add to our ship. If we don't currently have a function filled on the ship, does that mean we have a hole on the ship? Or does that mean that you as the DM aren't even going to be addressing it because us plus the NPCs on our ship don't address that need?
That means that most of the time it will be the second one.
Okay. So
that means that it simply won't be. If none of you played none of you played a religious class, I would be less likely to include religious class related problems.
So instead of trying to figure out what we don't already have on the ship, trying to figure out what we specifically want on the ship, which might not be duplicating anything we already have, but instead of being like, oh yes, we need someone to repair our gear's fine. We don't ever RP that our gear isn't.
I mean, if we're doing that, I'm a huge fan of Mike's salvage idea. Just getting new things as often as we can.
I would encourage you to lean into the things you want to do, not the things you think I'm going to make you do.
Yeah.
If they happen to cross over, great.
I like the salvage idea, and I like whether it's the ferrets or something else through that we have flexibility with. So like if we got the navigators, that's their whole job. But if we got people whose job were defense of the ship, well, that could be while we're on it, that could be while we're off and they stay back, that could be bodyguards for us, that could be, you know.
Yeah, there's definitely some things that adding a crew would be very redundant, like navigation.
Yeah.
There's also the Geist octopus, which just helps you with whatever it is. It's literally just a character that walks around and provides the help action.
So we can
and gives us all advantage
another
on things.
octopus on the ship. I feel like we can do that. Like let's get another one.
Even better, this one will be a octopus.
Don't.
It's octopus.
Mike, high five.
I don't know how the mechanics will work since we're using Pathfinder. Math. The way the Geist octopus it says it uses 3 stakes, a little bit of everything, and 1 cool cephalo package.
Nice.
Once per journey, the Geist octopus allows a single crew member to roll 66 in place of their usual dice pool on any task it could conceivably help with.
That's pretty useful. So I say we take another cephalopod and then the
scavenge package. Fantastic.
And then the scavenge assistance.
Okay, so scavenger types were.
Does it specify
magnet fishers?
How big this octopus is?
It does not. It does not. Although the illustration in the book on page 184 that I have suggests that it's
rather substantial.
Pretty big.
Okay. So more like an octopus butler following behind you, not a little friend on your shoulder.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely. This is an octopus large enough that it has a normal person's shield on its head.
Incredible.
Pretty big.
What would we name it?
See,
Shrimp wrap.
Because we are a shipwreck. We have the plank. We have flotsam, jetsam, and driftwood.
Yeah. If we're getting this Geist octopus that's been growing somewhere else on its own, maybe it has its own name and doesn't have to be restricted to the theme, but it would be fun.
So wait. What would the octopus be doing again?
Just helping. Quite literally, once per journey, we get to roll 66 instead of our normal dice pool for whatever the thing is.
Yes. I don't know. I had to revert to Jay to be like, how do we translate that into the Pathfinder mechanics that we're using?
I can one sec. I have an idea, but I need to remember the verbiage for this.
Okay.
Yeah, basically somebody that means whatever task thing we're trying to do, they are giving us active assistance in that moment. Like my thought is we're trying to steer in a storm. Ship roll. All right, the octopus comes over and pulls with it, right?
This is extremely specific and very nonsensical, and I realize that. But may I submit AST as a name? It stands for Aviation Survival Technician. They're the Coast Guard members that provide rescue, search, and services.
That's really cool. ASTO?
AST.
Oh, I heard you.
Oh, okay.
So asked?
Or we could just call him Avi or Avi. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Can you put an M on the front of that somehow and get a ship reference out of it?
Sure. Marine
aviation. Hey, there it is.
I got you.
Yep, so mast.
There it is.
Main mast.
Meanwhile, Parlasahana's cat thing is like taking over her head. Yeah, it just keeps disappearing. It's a blink cat.
Right.
You do not need that power. Absolutely not.
Need is such a silly requirement.
In fact, he needs to not have that power.
Is that what you've decided on? A marine.
So our mast is one.
Look what I found. The octopus is following her. Look what I found. It wants to join the crew.
Lasahana sent you out to find some other potential crew, and you come back with the people helping with scavenge, and then this octopus, and she just looks at it and goes, "Yeah, why not?"
Our ship is awash in tentacles.
We are already well prepared to be able to
Don't like that.
This
Jay, I can't figure out how you're not okay with tentacles, but you are okay with talking sentient phlegm.
Oh, I was just kidding. Like, I'm totally okay with being awash with tentacles.
I was gonna say
little tentacle over here, little tentacle over there, little tentacle everywhere. It's fine.
One of my players in who has stepped out of said campaign now, I think they gave it to someone though, had a tentacle rod whip. That was their main weapon. The game.
Yeah. I know that one was from D&D Beyond.
They were a wizard, which was hilarious when the wizard constantly was like, yeah, no, I'm doing melee. Whoop-a-chat! And I'm like, oh shit, all right.
But that's okay. So now see that is
it's that's good. It's just funny.
That's a slippy, slimy cat of nine tails.
Yeah.
That is you are dangerously close to just bringing a kink toy into combat with you.
What do you mean dangerously close?
I was just thinking that, and why can't it be both? Multitask. It only
had 3. But each one attacked separately, as you
sure.
And each one had the capacity to grapple if you hit with it. So you had to roll potentially 3 grapple checks. It was great. It's great.
So the man who a few moments ago said awash with tentacles is the same man earlier today who said I've stepped in the orifices of beings larger than myself. So,
In the Straglet voice, no less.
Oh, right, yeah.
I was gonna say that feels very much a Gregor sentence.
It was a
And
good
yet,
one. No touchy. I don't want to step on the tongue. I'm gonna misty step into the dark, moist hole.
No. See, a Gregor quote will be that he slept in the orifices of being straightened in myself.
Oh no. On that note, we need to get back to
Slept in or slept with?
Yes.
Fantastic.
No, we gotta re-listen. Y'all, we
It
gotta.
was like, nope.
You're welcome, America.
We have hired a fourth octopus.
Yep, for sure.
Named Mast, who's primarily sort of like a butler type helper character that will follow our folks around. I have not decided how it's going to
Blossom,
communicate.
Jetsam, Driftwood, Mast, Flapjack, Whisper, Iony, Nimbus, and Sparking. Is that correct? Is that everybody?
Yep. Ionie's our little watchdog that yap if anything starts sneaking up on the ship.
Yep.
Whisper,
we did
by
hire
the way, most of the time is hiding from all of the chaos.
So not Slapdash.
Everything happening. And so pretty much only when Lasahana goes off the ship does Whisper re-congregate and go with her. She's never far from Lasahana.
Sure.
But she's not as corporeal.
Robin, I just saw your post about the
Whisper for everyone, but that's watching.
Oh my God, there's a
hi,
doggo.
puppy. So Whisper is a cat-shaped collection of wind and autumn leaves.
You betcha.
So hence why her name is Whisper, because she's the whisper of the leaves. So
nice.
Yep. Oh, and another floof.
Hey.
Another floof comes, and another floof comes. Nope, stay floof.
It took an hour and 40 minutes, but we have finally broken the illusion that Jay has lost his legs.
Yep.
Hi.
Oh, there we go. There's the hanging out face.
Like, I will tolerate.
Hi, sweetheart.
Riches for now.
Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, you're adorable.
She can no longer fool me because I have seen her love the scritches.
Yeah, it's a big game. And you got people to believe that I'm so mean to you for so long, but eventually they see the truth. Yes, they do. So shut up, Human. You don't know me, Human.
Away my game.
Right?
So we also hire a magnet fisher, I think. Is the other salvage collector? That's the other one.
That's the one that gives us a piece of salvage every time we.
Did we want salvage or maps?
I have map stuff.
Oh,
I also do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have abilities to get new routes to write down old routes. If I get a route, I can get a secondary secret route.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're okay there.
No, one of the things I was wondering about is could we get whispers?
Yeah, because I have like a whisper thing. It's like my was it Mycosanctum rumblings or something like that comes with my character, but that's not a wide variety.
I'm fine for either the whispers or the scrap people.
Yeah.
Because I think the whispers would be cool, but we just haven't done a ton with it. And scrap would lean towards what we are already doing with our ship.
I think, Stargazers is the whisper one, where you get a whisper every time you drop anchor. Scholars give you a secret of the surrounding waves whenever you drop anchor, supplied by the Firefly. So I don't know what that secret of the waves means compared to a whisper in terms of gameplay.
I think Jay would probably be the one deciding that.
I would be the Firefly, yes.
So basically, it's like, do we want a secret? So it sounds like the choice is a secret provided by the Firefly or a whisper that we make up, or
yes, a whisper is a thing you just sort of make up on the spot. The idea is that it's a relatively vague thing, and and then the team extrapolates it from there. Whispers are interesting in that they are both a narrative tool and a meta currency. Because you can consume a whisper to create powerful moments that you need. Like, while Wildsea doesn't really do that, the closest it gets is it's kind of like advantage. I would have a whisper that once spoken is a truth, but I can destroy it to gain power in the moment instead. The idea is that while the sea is alive with millions of infinite whispers, each one of them is unique. And is the way I interpret it is like the raw power of creation. That is not a physical truth until you say it. So you can just crush it
Still
instead
listening.
and make advantage when you need it.
What?
And in doing so, you should know that you have permanently, not necessarily damaged, but given up your capacity to alter reality.
Taking it out of the gameplay at that point.
If we get one every time we go to port, would we be able to have a stockpile of them?
Yes, you'd get one, not one per person, but yes.
Yeah, but like if we go, like we went to the Grey Havens and then we go to Three Anchors and then we go back to the Grey Havens, by the end of that, if we haven't used them, we have three whispers.
Right. Whispers are either presented to you by an individual who like psychically transports it into your brain, or they're physically written down. In the second case, reading them in both cases, phonetically pronouncing them cause them to be real, which means that if Las Anna's went in her brain and she wants to trade it with Slapdash, you can't, because writing it down would be you confirming it as a real thing because it hasn't been written down yet. It's in your brain, and you can't share it with him verbally because now you've created it. You consume it in the sharing. So there's no way for you to like transport them from character to character.
No.
But you could have a jar filled with sheets of paper. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then if any of us individually receive it, we would just have to keep track of how many whispers and what we have.
Right. And if you as a player don't feel comfortable making up world stakes, which is not, I'm not under the impression that this table's going to have a problem with that because you make stuff up all the time. But if for some reason you don't want to do that, I will make it up for you.
Yeah, I like that one because the scrap is just guaranteed currency, whereas this is
vagary?
as you said, meta currency for whenever we need it.
Right.
Not only is it meta currency, but it's trying to think of the proper word here. It's plot hooks. They're
right. Yeah, they're either like bardic inspiration, meta currency, hero coin, whatever meta currency you are most familiar with, while also being literal plot hooks in the story. It's a cool idea.
It's the wild card. Yeah.
Right. In most play groups I've had, no matter what system they were, would either love or hate that idea. I have players who actively oppose the concept of meta currency. Also who actively oppose the idea that anyone other than me is coming up with the shit on the fly, like they want to come up with their backstory and then be done with it. Because for them, that's homework and they don't want to. But you seem fine, so go for it.
Yeah, so whichever the crew was that would give us whispers when we dock.
Where are you currently having this discussion?
Stargazer. I
want
to say we're on the
discussion of crew or what?
Yeah, this discussion of crew, are you currently in the scrapyard of the town or something and wandering around the market? Or have you gone back to the ship to discuss and then go buy whatever it is you've decided to buy?
I think probably had this conversation when I first went to grab them to go find.
Okay, then that means that you will have you'll have had an opportunity to get a piece of information that will help infer what you buy. Which is say while you're on the ship picking everybody up, Murray will be he'll look upset, and his arm has like a somebody grabbed a hold of him really hard and scratched his arm real deep. And Murray says, "Hey, look, I try not to take up too much space. And I understand that Slapdash and I have something of a difficulty. But that monkey bird dug into my arm. I was just trying to clean the space around him. Nobody asked me to, just being nice, right? And they reached out and dug, and you can see like there's a half an inch deep gouge all the way across his arm. And it goes, I don't think they meant to. They're kind of delirious. But still, I don't get paid enough for this. So firstly, the monkey bird is better. Their name is Brixel. They seem nice. Second, I don't want to go near them.
I don't want to what?
Go near them. At least not till my arm heals. Somebody else has to look after Brixel until my arm heals.
Fair enough.
While we're on that subject, would you like a healing potion?
Say go check in with Slapdash.
He will look deeply perturbed at the idea that his rival, that as I understand, his rivalry goes exactly one direction, which is to say from him to you and not the other way around, has offered so like instantly to help him. And he's like, but he's not going to say no. He's bleeding from the arm.
I was going to say, and his captain is telling him to.
Right, that too, right. He's got no way out of this. But to him, in his mind, this is just another time Slapdash showed him up. For all he knows, you got the monkey bird to do that to him just so you could heal him. Monkey bird, Murray has this strange delusion in his mind that you're out to get him. Like...
As long as that doesn't become an actual hazard to Slapdash's health, that's fine.
But Murray will begrudgingly take the aid.
Okay. So while
Mycelia
Slapdash carefully sprays his arm with antiseptic and
carefully sprays. Right. Gingerly coats it. You bet. I'm picturing a precision garden hose.
Less of a garden hose, more of like a fine-tuned like paint sprayer.
Like I was literally picturing like one of those little like nozzle sprays.
Oh yeah,
like the little tiny, but just like
little airbrusher.
Spritz.
Yeah, airbrush would be
Spritz.
Airbrush.
Now, is this airbrush in amongst your tubes, or do you have to like reach for it somewhere?
It's one finger.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so what's going to happen here is that I am essentially turning this into like Inspector Gadget level.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yes, I thought that asking if you had a pressure washer. Yeah, I figured asking that if you had something in amongst your tubes was both funny and a totally legitimate question.
Yeah.
like I don't know what you've got going on in there.
Yeah, he really knows what he has going on in there.
So we talk about what the plan is for Brexel, because if he's still recovering, we probably shouldn't I don't know if he's going to want to travel with us in a vulnerable state to a dangerous location, or what we want to do there.
Murray, oh right, I forgot to say, in his delirium, he asked for somebody with good ears, I think he said. Look, I was bleeding and in a lot of pain. Okay, I didn't really hear what he said. In that moment, I was not the person.
I better go give him some medicine again. It sounds like he's getting. Yeah.
Maya, can you go with Mycelia just in case something happens with the monkey bird? Brixel.
So Mycelia goes down and gives him a tonic.
Yeah. Brixel is awake.
Nikki, did you hear me? Nicole?
What?
Can Ismaya go with Mycelia to Brixel, the monkey bird that attacked Murray, and while Mycelia is taking care, Ismaya just literally be backup in case we have a griffin from Tamara Pierce's book situation?
Oh, sure.
The two of you go downstairs to find that Brixel is sitting up in the bed, still covered in the blankets. They haven't swung their legs over the side, but they're sitting up, and they have their head in their hands. They are squawking and sort of sobbing. And as you come down the stairs, it's a big wooden ship. I imagine you make no small amount of noise. They'll turn and be like, "Is your friend okay? I attacked him. I didn't mean to, but it doesn't matter. His pain is valid, whether I meant to give it to him or not."
Yeah. Slapdash is seeing to the injury, healing it right up.
Wonderful.
Fellow seemed like he realized you were not in your right mind, so I was coming down to
Slapdash,
give you some more
was it
medicine.
Slapdash should administer an antitoxin with whatever else he's doing. My nails are dangerous.
Mycelia pulls a bottle out and passes it to Esme and goes, "Can you toss that up to Slapdash for antitoxin?"
Do you have good hearing?
I've been told so.
Wonderful. I realize that I just said I attacked one of your
Mhm.
friends, so you really have no
Mhm.
reason to trust me on this. But could I get you to come closer?
Can I do
Heather, you okay?
Which one of us has the highest perception out of the four of us, just out of curiosity?
I don't know, but only
Not
one of
me.
you is down
I
there at the
hope-
moment since
I
Esme
hope
went
not.
upstairs to bring you a what's it?
Oh, right.
+3.
right?
Oh,
So I have. Let me see what I have there's a perception stat.
Yeah.
I have a +15 to it.
Great.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I was about to say I have a +11. Don't make me have to go swap with Mycelia. Let Mycelia.
I love that the only character without optic nerves or optic tubes is the
Optic tubes.
perception.
Yeah,
Optic
it's called
tubes.
fungi or sensitive, Nicole.
Right.
Yeah.
Now
No,
I'm
yeah,
picturing
yeah.
that your optic tubes end in little optic cubes, and that
Optic
like
strands.
right, that
Uh-huh.
your eyes are like little
Optic
tiny
tendrils.
televisions tucked into.
Right.
Optical phloem.
I think Mycelia operates a lot on sound, vibration, sense of smell, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
And I think that gives her more accurate perceptions than relying on visual cues with dealing with
You bet.
humanoids. So she hears that, and I'm going to roll a perception check. And I rolled an
trying to-
11 with a +15 is a 26 to kind of
Nice.
perceive danger in this.
Oh, none. Brixel, if
Mhm.
like aside from the poisonous talons, and you can tell there's like a sort of a purple stain on the edges.
Mhm.
But aside from that,
Mhm.
and Brixel have, I mean, they can clock that, right? You get the impression that they
Mhm.
know that they're dangerous,
Mhm.
and they'll like wrap their hands in the blanket if that'll make you feel better. Like,
Mike, can you bring because I'm
Yeah.
like right in the middle of the scene. Can you bring the dog back in? Because she's yeah.
I love the idea
Naomi
that
wants to be part of
Mycelia
it.
has put out a mycorrhizal network, and then this is how she gets all of her
Right.
shipping perception
Listen.
scores.
We're not in the water, and yet mold and algae and moss are on the ship
right,
And on the trees.
and on the
If
tree.
we
But the
are
mold is not
sailing on
moving,
trees,
don't worry.
and perhaps
Except the cheese.
Mycelia has so many options.
right?
so I promise I won't hurt you.
And Mycelia approaches and feeling fairly confident that he's not in a position to do her any great injury.
You bet.
Kneels down
Brixel
next to him.
will whisper into your ears. Feel free to come up with one.
All right. And Mycelia just has like flashes of past lives for a second.
Oh my! In
all
those past
previous
lives,
times
was
that
you
she-
a mushroom?
I mean, she's been gal for every single one of them.
Right.
But she's had past lives where she was a word bearer. She's had past lives where she was a thief, and past lives, right? So she had like when those whispers kick in, she has like brief little flashbacks into moments of those. And above table, what's going to happen with Mycelia is every time she's giving a whisper, it's connected to something from one of her ancestries.
I love that.
Yeah. And she
Brinker says you
with
could
like
also
with a
have
great
fiber
deal of
optic tubes, and I thought that was pretty great.
she does have photoreceptors. She can see like color and light.
Sure. Yeah.
She
Yeah.
just doesn't see things. But she also probably picks up on ultraviolet and infrared more than she picks up on
Yeah. Right.
fine detail. Yeah.
Neat.
So
I've been calling them phloem bundles.
Nice.
Those are the little stringy things in the inside of a banana.
Yeah.
They carry nutrients, yeah.
Wait, does Slapdash's tubes, do they carry nutrients?
Some of them.
Personal.
I was
That's
referring to
personal.
I was referring to Mycelia's actually.
I
That's
see.
Right.
It has some sort of like phloem bundle like structure on the inside of that carries sensory
Wait,
information.
whoa. Hold on. Slapdash, by his own admission, doesn't really know what's going on down there. But he can make an informed statement about Mycelia's phloem tubes? That's
Yeah,
I'm
actually,
the surgeon.
he has to know. She's probably told him a lot about her anatomy, so he can properly repair her when she gets injured.
fantastic.
Well, the first well visit. So, like with a veterinarian, our hyenas more like cats or dogs, right? you gotta know stuff before you start doing the surgery.
Right. So Brixel will say you had no reason to save me, and I'm not super. Look, my memory from the time period is a little fuzzy. But my understanding is that I am not dead, right? That much is clear. And that I'm not dead because of your crew. So while for me this is a relatively large secret, it is the most valuable thing I can offer you in exchange for my life. I am a stargazer, and I would love to be of service.
Oh, perfect. Look at that magic.
That's going to be very helpful to us.
Though I hesitate to point this out because it makes me less useful. My legs are in pretty bad shape, and I don't think I'll be getting up to go look at this guy for a while.
We can make that happen. We'll if stairs are the biggest obstacle, we can make sure you can get up to the top to sleeping. I did have a question for you though, because I do feel like it might be important to our security. What happened to your ship with that cold snap, and why were you in a cage when we rescued you?
Oh, the cold snap, because as I understand it, the Tempest we brought on board, who desperately swore he wasn't a Tempest, but it's hard to keep something past a Stargazer, lied, and that's okay. I'm not judging him. People have I smelled the trauma response, and that's okay. It's none of my business. That was okay. That's fine. What wasn't fine was the cold snap caused by the stress, because the crew we were with, and I cannot stress this enough, with, not a part of, were a bunch of xenophobic, racist fuck knuckles. That's also why I was in a cage.
Understood.
So while I have no desire to go back with them, I understand. Hopefully they're all dead. You
were the only survivor. Yes.
Oh, what? Wait. Also, the Tempest. He was nice. Odd.
The Tempest wasn't there. We found him elsewhere, but we did find him.
Oh, good. But he's okay.
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah. He was the only person who was nice to me. And
he was working very hard to take care of you after we rescued you too.
Oh. And Brixel will look a little embarrassed and go, "Oh, that's very nice." And go anyway, and there's a lot of focus back up. I go, while I have no desire to join that crew again, I would be a part of this one for as long as you'd let me.
Yeah, we can do that. We were looking about to hire a stargazer, so the fact that you are one does save us some difficulty. And in the meantime, while we're traveling, we are going. The place we're going to next is quite dangerous. So it's your call if you still want to hold to that. Despite
Brixel's
what may be
eyes
significant
will light
hazard.
up, and for a brief moment, you can see the vast, infinite universe in their eyes, and they go, "Yes, it is dangerous." Avoid the third one. The third one. The whispers aren't super clear to me. They never are, or to anyone else, as far as I know. All I can tell you is that there is a third something that you should avoid at all costs.
We are we're headed to 3 anchors, so I assume the third anchor is the one. The trick's going to be which one my friend is in. So I suppose we'll find out when we get there, but duly noted.
Mycelia has one condition for Brixel to join the
Sure.
ship.
I do.
Brixel will immediately crumple because they're expecting you to say something hateful and mean.
Nope.
Oh, I'm not expecting that, but they are.
When
Mhm.
Murray is up for it,
Mhm.
Brixel needs to apologize. And not a how dare you, but you already apologized to Mycelia. Apologize to the person that got hurt.
Of
That's
course.
the one.
As soon as they're comfortable being in the same space I'm in, absolutely.
Perfect. She will convey that to Murray herself of, this was an accident and he wants to apologize, but only when you are comfortable going near him.
Oh, Murray is comfortable with being in the same space as the monkey bird. He just doesn't want to
Yep. So
get too close to the bed right now.
But so since
but being in the same room, yeah, no problem.
Once they're fine being black, like she'll convey that, like,
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be now, it can be now, but it will be before we set sail, because and I will tell Murray, because this is I don't want him to view it as Slapdash took over and did all the things, and then you're just doing this because of whatever. I want it to be care of the crew. She will say to Murray that this is the contingency on the Stargazer joining us. And she will say Stargazer, so that it's not just for the bird to stay with us. Like,
right.
This position.
Books that burn would like to point out
is contingent on an apology to you.
Murray will stand up just a little straighter because Murray isn't under the impression that you don't treat him with respect. But still, a reinforcement of treatment of respect never hurts anybody, right? And Murray will stand a little bit taller, and you'll see him look out the window of the room he's in and see that no matter how tall he stands, he's not as tall as Slapdash, but he'll really try.
Buddy,
he'll
she
really
won't say
really
that, but she's thinking it.
Right, and Slapdash, how tall are you?
I hadn't settled on that, but I was figuring somewhere around the realm of 6'5".
Yeah, I figured taller than your average guy. Yeah, Murray's 5'2" if you pull real hard. It's just not gonna happen.
Genuine question: is this Murray before a potential puberty-esque growth spurt, or is he done?
Oh, Murray's a grown man.
Oh well, buddy. Okay.
I should also clarify that while this is a secret that is only known because at some point you passed him in the and he didn't want you to see this. Murray wears lips. Murray is closer to 5 foot.
He's already struggling with the
right. He has
in the shoes.
right. Yeah,
okay,
Murray has deep-seated confidence issues that he has chosen Slapdash as the avatar of his
I was legitimately concerned for a second there. I did not hear you pronounce the word lips.
Yep, I heard lip.
Lips.
I heard lips.
Like he's wearing.
He wears
and then
lips.
And then you said him only being 5, and I went, not 5 years old. 5 feet. Okay.
5 feet.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like lipstick. No, lips.
Mike,
No,
is
no.
that what you also
like,
heard?
Oh, lips.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no.
And I was like, is this a Batman and Robin situation? Are they just peel it off? Aha!
Yeah. So, Books that Burn would like to point out that mushrooms don't have phloem for various, but vascular plants do. So they are wondering if Mycelia is a vascular mushroom. What a cool idea that would be.
I think without giving too much detail away, because stuff will be probably uncovered over time. Mycelia is not a 100% mushroom DNA creature. I see.
Perfect.
A xenoshroom, an unusual metashroom, perhaps.
Hybridized.
Right.
Species, perhaps.
A sinner shroom, like synergy, not sinner like the moral concept.
Right. We're going to get into syntax after a certain point, and we're running out of time. So
yeah, you bet.
I don't know the answer to that question right now.
So Murray is absolutely on board. Murray doesn't actually have any difficulties with Brixel beyond the immediate shock. Murray's basically over it. So he's on board. He appreciates its show of respect. Where to from here? 3 anchors?
hole.
We were gonna stop at the hole.
The
But
whole.
before we do that, Mycelia does want to ask Brixel what's going on with those nails and whether we could do something to neutralize them or put caps or something to keep them from accidentally injuring somebody.
Neutralization would be unacceptable. Caps would work. I've tried. I have yet to find it. I have yet to find the substance that my toxin will not eventually burn through. While that does mean that in a world where I was constantly in supply of caps, I could just keep changing them. I've never actually been in that situation. Besides, the thing that I find that puts up the best with the toxin is bones, and people don't just give you their bones, right? Like,
from the things that you make us to eat, Mycelia, do any of them? Because this is Heather asking. Do you make us any food from things like chickens or goats? Or
is Lazana asking if you could create bone caps from the carcass? Like,
yep.
I can make. She's like, actually, I can.
Those
make
bones
glue.
are gonna get used for soup stock or something, so might as well.
We do have quite a lot of snail shells as well, and I have in fact at times rendered glue from them. So
if you bring
what
that
I
up,
can do,
Brixel will suggest that it's not like the first time they've been on a ship with a crew who ate meat, right? The only reason that they're not already wearing something like that is because if the whole idea is to make Brixel less creepy, not less dangerous, because lots of people attribute the concept of danger and creep together, bone caps on their hands will not make them less creepy, right? However,
Lasahana's concern is the actual poison,
right? If your
frankly,
concern is
just
exclusively
gestures to the rest of the crew,
and their talons are like an inch long, like they can't, and they don't retract, right? They're just out all the time.
She'll just be like, "We're not worried about blending in at this point."
Yeah.
Then yes, I hesitate to implore you for more aid, but sure, yes, if you're willing
Think of it
to.
less of us providing aid and more stopping future aid from being needed by others.
So what I was going to
accident,
propose,
for sure. I don't believe that it's on purpose, but yeah, Mycelia, sorry.
Brixel, what I was going to propose for you is a reusable a glue, like a pot of glue that you could paint your nails with as a temporary coating that would keep the poison from, passive contact on other people, but that would wear off at the end of a day, and you could simply reapply it in the morning. It would act like an enamel shell.
I've never considered glue. Sure, yes, glue's never come up. Sure. Yeah, I'll give that a go.
There aren't too many people running around boiling their own glue. I make a combination from the chitin stuff in the car. Yeah.
Could I color it?
Oh yeah,
yes, I have pigments. Some of my spices act as pigments. We can get red, yellow, orange, purple.
Monkey Bird's gonna paint his own nails.
Oh, purple would be lovely.
Yeah, blue is hard to come by, but purple I can do.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So I am going to request that you also make him a set of the bone tips, just for when.
Maybe later in the day when the glue's wearing a little thin.
No, not even that. More like middle of the night. Hey, we gotta go. Grab them, stick them on as you're running, because you're not gonna have time to paint your nails.
Right. And if
we hit a fighting situation and therefore we're specifically not painting your nails, therefore afterwards, if you can then immediately put the caps on, like more as a backup for in case of emergency, and then try the daily nail painting.
Yeah, I can do both. Yeah, we do have small bits of bones and things like that I saved from. It comes from composting.
We're making a pile of bones to give to Esme so they can make instruments or needles later.
Well, needles have been another thing, right? Yeah.
Not quite Esme's thing. That's more of a real life Nicole thing than a.
I know. I just didn't want to out you like that.
Lasahana would probably take a bone needle though.
That's really cool though. I love how you were both, and it's a totally legitimate thing and like historically relevant and neat. And how casually you were like, yeah, I've been collecting bones to make needles. Like,
yeah, of course.
Right,
Yeah,
of course.
I have-
Like it's
I
a
have knuckle
Monday.
tools for-
I killed a
Look,
guy. I'm
the
making
nice
bone
thing
meals.
about bone
Right?
tools that you use on relatively soft things
Mm-hmm.
is that they just get smoother and easier to use over time.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
It's the reason why
Mhm.
pore closers for leather burnishers,
Yep.
a bone doesn't crack, doesn't chip.
Mhm.
It just gets smoother and better and works better the more you use it, the older
There
it
was
is.
a
Don doing this on purpose.
there are so many things in archaeology where they're like, we don't understand what this is. And then you ask a craftsman and they're like, oh, that's what that's for. Like there's a circle barrier in one place where it's like, oh yeah, no, that's for the mother chicken. So her eggs are laid there. She can step out, the little chicks can't. Like that's all it is. And so a tanner had, I don't know if this is the same thing that Nikki had gotten it from, but a tanner literally was like, oh yeah, no, that's
Multiple
used to
places.
close
I've seen
stuff.
people talk about leather burnishers in
But bone
podcast in my brother and me. I've seen ton of
Bone-
posts. I've seen
bone works the best
it's
because
interesting.
but it was specifically a conversation with an archaeologist who was like, do you know what this is? And he goes, yeah, here's mine. Oh, that's a bone? Well, that's even better. Like, ask craftspeople. We know shit,
Odds are they have living history anyway from generations of the trade, you know?
right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Mycelia will just like truck on off with Brixel and start helping design some custom caps. And she looks at down at the. So can Brixel walk at all? Can Brixel stand on their own?
Brixel can stand on their own. What they mean when they say that the legs are in bad shape is that you can see where they were. They got a bunch of loose skin where they were more physically impressive, and they've atrophied away, probably from what looks like mistreatment and malnourishment.
Yeah.
They walk, but they walk slowly, and they actively creak and crack while they walk.
It'll take time for those muscles to
Right. Yeah.
Build back up.
With usage and support, Brixit should come back to the way they were with time.
Yep.
But right now, it just means that they move very, very slow and constantly brace on a wall.
The last thing Lasahana wants to do before we actually set off,
Take off. Yeah.
is checked in. Like we've checked in with Murray. We have the crew we need. Like all this stuff. But once Pin is settled in, she wants to have like a mix of a get to know each other and set expectations conversation. Because those have happened as the other conversations have taken place. Like with Rixel, it's like, hey, but this is why, so that you don't do these things. That's the expectation moving on. So with Pin, she wants to know specifically, not even asking like how you did what you did in the market, but is there a way when entertaining that you don't hypnotize us? Anyone on this ship currently?
That would imply that I hypnotize people intentionally, and I don't.
Okay. Is it a proximity thing? Is it a attention paid thing? Is it?
I have never really been able to. The best way to get the answer to that question would be to ask someone. The problem is that they don't really remember all that much. Which is good for repeat business because it means no one's ever heard the story, even though they have. Right? And I don't.
Has it ever been that someone who's older and maybe hard of hearing didn't get?
Yes. People who can't hear me don't.
Okay.
Now,
so if we are,
and I don't mesmer everybody who walks by me. I think my educated guess is that you have to want to listen. That you have to show up. That's how come I picked you out of the crowd, not because you weren't standing there all silly like, but because you weren't standing all silly like, which means you weren't here to listen to me, and yet you were still staying near me. When I'm telling a story, there's only one other reason people do that, is they want me for something.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'll be very honest. I don't know fully what we are entering other than that it is dangerous. And that it was recommended that we have someone who is able to entertain, but not for why. So, if at any point you say it's too much and you are out, I don't hold any issue with that unless you are doing it and stabbing us in the back of our own lives.
And forfeit my 80% after everybody's paid. I don't think so.
70.
70.
I had to try.
I can respect that, and I
My
have
says in the back, I can't knock the hustle, but
including
now.
you.
Right.
Um,
I love how
Oh.
everybody was like, no, 70.
No.
Yeah. So what I will caution the rest of the crew, and maybe we
Rinker,
can
obviously
have
the answer is dice. A dodecahedron is a 12-sided die. Like, clearly the answer is that ancient Romans played D&D. They just didn't know it.
correct.
The dice case.
Anyway,
Right.
so what basically it's like stories build morale, entertainment is a thing. Hypnotizing and then they don't remember it later is not so helpful.
They don't remember it, but I have heard and seen it with my own eyes that people temporarily gain benefits from what I do.
So
I've seen people who are afraid of heights, then not be afraid of heights for a few hours, and then not believe it when people told them they climbed up on high. Like drunk, but never a negative. It's weird. I'm
it
not.
might be something that you and our chef and our surgeon might be able to coordinate and test.
When you say the word surgeon, and be like, "Hey, whoa! I didn't agree to be cut into."
No, not on you. Thinking more mentality and how to run trials, not doing anything to you. Purely seeing
More
if
it
there's
sounds
a
like in
length of
terms
time,
of
what type of benefit having somebody that is being hypnotized and somebody who's not, and being able to observe, so that we can both get you more answers and have more answers for us and how best to utilize you.
Yeah, it's like, and you'll probably see Slapdash Healy skating on by just briefly.
Healy skating.
Have no fear, I'm a medical scientist.
We will not operate on anyone unless it is a desired outcome or a life or death situation. Because
Rinker has a really great point. What I just described is a thing that people do under the influence of ergotism. Which that's a really good point.
Well, yeah.
Considering we have a, ergot is a fungus, so
Ergot is a fungus,
Oh.
yes.
Okay.
So yeah, talk to our chef and
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Some degrees of hypnotism can also do some similar things.
But I understand that they
Mhm.
make some, I'm gonna use this word very liberally, medication out of. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure ergot is made into a couple of different, again, liberal usage, meds. Which is not to say that they're not meds. I just don't know anything about them.
yeah.
It's probably many of those
that's all she wanted. It was to actually make sure that it's not gonna be I'm upset by this person, so I'm gonna stare at them, hypnotize them, make them stare at me slack-jawed, or we're in the middle of combat and you started singing a thing and now none of us can fight, or
You bet.
any of that type of stuff.
Yeah,
so.
Pin will go, look, I don't actually think I can hypnotize people if I want to, only if they kind of want me to. Because I don't hypnotize everybody who walks by, right? And sometimes people snap out of it of their own accord, like they're tired of listening to me.
That's interesting.
I'd be interested to learn whether or not it works on non-organic life forms.
That is a good question.
The slap.
And they carry around the knife that they're attached to goes on their belt. But that doesn't mean that their foot comes up and hangs around. It means that the ghost trail slides up their leg with them, and then so when they're standing still, they look like they're made out of flesh and blood because now the knife is way up by their waist, so their foot solidifies. So they look like they don't really give away that they're an item bound.
That's cool.
And the only thing that gives away that they're unusual physically is that they're a jellyfish person with bones, right? And that they keep their buckler in their chest goo. That way they always know where it is. They press it down into that.
For last thing, and then I'm sure we're gonna have to jump off.
Yeah, sure.
For Pin and Brixel, just any other, before we actually leave port, any other dietary anything, any other gear, anything. She's like, we have the goodwill and the ability to trade now. So if you need it, speak up now. Otherwise, we got what we got.
Do you have any allergies, or do you have any problems with your heart?
Are you experiencing, clubfoot or erectile dysfunction?
Are you taking any medications that might cause a? Sorry, there's a wonderful, wonderful episode of Babylon 5 that is psychological torture and has a great litany of things like that at the beginning of every single session.
I am very excited to watch B5 with Robin one of these days. It's on the list. First Violet Evergarden, then Primal, then who knows what. Actually, I think Babylon 5 ended up on the sci-fi list, so completely different list. We have two now.
Yeah.
So Brixel, sensing that it is okay for them to take up a tiny bit of space, will say that they don't eat meat. And it's not just a personal preference. They cannot digest it. If you feed them meat, they'll eat whatever you put in front of them. But if you need a reason not for it to be meat other than they don't want to eat it, know that there will be a big mess to clean up.
Mycelia just nudges him, like, that's two of us left.
And meat is a luxury on a ship anyway.
And that their favorite thing in the world, if you happen to find one, is a minga melon, which is like a cantaloupe, except it's twice the size of my head and bright blue.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out.
They don't keep very long. Minga melons go bad like in 20 minutes after they've been picked. They're one of the most expensive things in the world. And they say that with a tone that says, I'm mostly kidding. Because nobody is in a supply of minga melons. Nobody.
Right.
Even frozen?
They don't keep frozen. They turn to mush. The shell, minga melons, when frozen, their shells sort of solidify into a meaningful, maybe one-time use armor replacement, but the food on the inside is junk. Pin, as a person with a unique physiology, doesn't really. They're like, and you'll watch them like deploy. They don't wear footwear, right? And as you'll watch them to explain this to you, pick up a little bit of like refuse from one of your compost buckets, maybe dump that on the ground, walk over it, and it'll disappear. And they go, "Don't worry about me."
Good.
Oh. These two have dietary rules just like me. This is great.
His response literally is, I think Mycelia will manage.
Because you have any idea how much mess people make? I am never hungry.
Right? Do you have any idea how tiring it is to make a whole suite of food for people who digest things entirely differently from how you do it? Yeah.
Tell me about it. Right? People, I am so tired of walking to places and go, what can I get for you? And I go, hey, you got a big bucket of slop. And they look at me like I'm being funny or a jerk. I'm serious. But and then once we get past that, they want me to pay for it. Why? You were going to throw it away. Like,
Cool.
Anyway.
We're gonna need to jump